There is nothing better than that feeling when you get an email saying, yay, you sold something online, especially when you are trying to sell patterns on microsites like Patternbank. So as you can see here, just for full transparency, these are some of the designs that I have sold on Patternbank, and they pay pretty well. As you can see here, it really depends on the type of license that is bought. Here, this person bought a commercial license and is paying 35 euros for it. So this will come through to my PayPal account in just a few days and will be converted to dollars at that point. You can see who bought your design, and if you click over on the client, just to show you real quick, you don't really get a whole lot of information. So I'm not sure why Patternbank has put that there for us, but maybe in the future there'll be a way to DM or follow up with some of our repeat customers. That would be so amazing. Now you can see over here where people have bought the extended license, and I've earned a little bit more money for an extended license rather than a commercial one. And you can see as how some of these designs have repeatedly sold. So that's the nice thing about selling on a site like Patternbank, is that you can sell a design over and over again. Now, I haven't had a ton of sales on Patternbank, and part of the reason for this is because I upload really randomly. So I want to take you through how to be successful on Patternbank according to Patternbank. So, for example, you can sign up for their email list and you will get a designer newsletter every single month that tells you what the design trends are, which is super helpful. And let me just expand this a little bit more. And so you get to see all of the trend research that Patternbank has actually done and use that to your advantage for upcoming seasons. Like here we have spring, summer 2021 coming soon. And you can head over to their link to Patternbank trends to see which trends are hot right now. So if you are wondering what the heck is selling on their site, or you don't even know what to design, make sure to look at the Patternbank trends to get an idea. Now for autumn, winter 2020 and 2021, they're showing you that organized florals are hot, as well as a jungle warrior and some other things. Now, if you scroll down a bit, coming down to designer advice. So this is going to really help you be successful on Patternbank. And their number one thing, which I've been terrible about, is regular uploads. Designers that are uploading frequently gain higher sales. Keep your profile fresh by uploading new designs that follow a trend or have a commercial edge. That's super important. If you're selling on a site like Patternbank, this is not the place to try to be the most original artist in the world or to try to be a fine artist. Try to make sure that your designs are super commercial. Newest uploads will be seen on the first page of the studio. So unlike, sites like or apps like Instagram or some of our social media platforms that use a sophisticated algorithm, Patternbank is pretty basic with its feed. So newest uploads will be seen on the first page of the studio. So that's why it's really important to be uploading regularly. Now, the second piece of advice they give is to edit, update, or delete. We have 50,000 plus designs on the studio, so get your design seen with new uploads. Work like a professional design studio and add on new on-trend designs, and also go back and edit, update, or delete designs that are not selling. And make sure you make use of their new product masks. Now, what this does is show your pattern on different products, and they've uploaded some new ones, so that's super cool, so that the client, whenever they're browsing this site, they can get an idea for what your pattern would look like on a basic industry. So if they're into swimwear, they can kind of get a basic idea of what your pattern and scale would look like on a bathing suit. If they're doing something more like, drinkware or cell phones or home decor, they can get an idea for that as well. Number 3, and I've wondered about this a lot, so I was really excited to get this September update, is that premium designs are selling very well at the moment. Again, upload new on-trend designs. Please make sure that premium designs are not similar to any standard designs already on your profile. Now, my advice here would be to make sure that it's at least 35% different, but it makes sense why the premium designs would be selling really well on Patternbank, because basically a premium design operates the same way as a buyout. So I'll explain that a little bit more in just a minute, so hang on tight. The fourth one is copyright. Please ensure that you only use your own artwork and design elements. That should be pretty standard, so we can skip that. Just make sure you're not plagiarizing. Quality, quality, quality. Always be sure that your design uploads are of high quality. Please double check that there are no repeat errors, no rough edges, and PSD files are layered, and that the designs can be edited, and make sure that tags are relevant and categories are relevant. Number 6, add extra assets. Grab buyers' attention and earn extra money with extra assets. This could include original drawings. So if you had a sketch or, worked traditionally before you moved it to digital, you can definitely include the original drawings. You can add extra elements, additional colorways, and color breakdowns. Use the Adobe Color app for this. Always mention added assets in the description box, because this helps your designs get that extra boost over another design. The number 7 tip is to get social. Post your work on Instagram to spread the word and share your beautiful designs. We have 88,000 followers on Instagram now. Hashtag your designs Patternbank, and new on Patternbank, so we can repost the strongest designs. So getting exposure to over 88,000 followers is going to be a lot of exposure for your pattern, and buyers, I'm sure, are following Patternbank on Instagram and making sure, what the newest trends are and newest designs are, and Patternbank has already kind of filtered this out for them. So I'm sure they're paying attention to that. And as an FYI, this newsletter is from September of 2019. So they probably have way more than that now. But this newsletter was just really great because it had all 7 tips on how to sell on Patternbank. So let's go over to their website now and just take a look on first let's go over the October 2020 top seller tips. There aren't as many on this one, but I just wanted to show you a more relevant, newer newsletter. So the newsletter for this year is, obviously it's been a challenging year, but we're hoping that creativity will get us through this. Right now, what is selling? Graphic florals, abstract, texture, nature prints, tropicals, painted florals, tie-dye, and simple florals. How to increase sales. Make sure you sign up for their newsletter, because this is going to help you sell. Frequent uploads, as we already discussed, designers, so this hasn't changed, right, from 2019, about a year ago. Designers that upload more frequently achieve much higher sales. Buyers always want the newest, freshest designs. Get researching to find out what prints are trending at the moment. Quality sells, of course. Make sure the design uploads are of high quality, like we just mentioned, and keep clear of copyright infringement. Pretty basic advice. And then they go through some of the design trends for October 2020. Magic mushrooms, and then you can click here to explore all of the trends. If you're like, I'm not going to do mushrooms, you can explore the other trends and kind of see what else is appealing to you and is also commercial and relevant to the market right now. You can also check out the spring and summer 21 print and pattern highlights from recent runway shows, and note the studio updates. Okay, so let's go over to their website right real quick and see kind of what's going on over on their website. I'm just going to click on the home page. And if you remember, they were saying that premium designs were selling really well as of September 2019. And because it has its own category here on the, link bar here, then that tells me that premium is selling really, really, really well. And what is premium? It operates a lot like a buyout. So there's standard designs. You have premium and you have standard. If you just click on designs here, it's mostly just going to be standard designs. But since we clicked on premium, all of these designs are exclusive. So that means, let's say I'm a buyer and I'm scrolling and I'm like, ooh, this is really cute. Let me click on this. And I can buy this pattern for $350. That's a pretty good price. It's cheaper than buying things like at a trade show. It might be priced a little bit higher than that, but I can, scale this artwork up and down. I can see it on different products mocked up. And so depending on my industry, I'm like, okay, like now I can really understand this design. I get a good idea of it. And if I buy this for $350, then that means it's an exclusive license, which means it can only sell one time. And that's really, really, really great for companies, because that means that another company, once I buy this design, my competition can't come in and buy it the same way I would. So you don't take that risk of multiple companies buying it, but you do get a higher price point. So that's great for the artist. That's great for the company. It really just depends on, what their budget is and everything. So you can see how this artist titled it because it showed up really quickly. It's probably a newer design. As they mentioned, newer designs show up first, but she calls it a vintage, he or she, I'm not sure, vintage themed abstract floral pattern on navy background for women's apparel, children, baby, nursery, gift, and home decor. Full downloads will include a JPEG, 300 dpi, the PSD file layered, and a transparent PNG pattern to change the background color. So that's what she's I'm assuming it's a girl. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's a floral. It could be a dude. Oh, no, it's by Nina. So it is a woman. So that's what she's including in this. As they said, if you want to make your pattern even more valuable, you can add different colorways. For me, I found that adding a bunch of assets didn't necessarily help my pattern sell better. Of course, that's just my own experience. And, my take is kind of that if it's the right pattern for a company, they're going to buy it, and they can do their own colorways if you're providing the PSD file or the AI file. So and she adds it all here. There's not a vector or EPS file, but you can see what all the files are here. So that's really nice about Patternbank, and you don't have to wonder about how to price your work because they price it for you. So if you can see over here, we can, look at all the different categories within Premium. You can click on all designs, or you can click on your industry if you're a buyer. So that really helps people in different companies shop. As an artist, if you go over and click on trends, again, you can see kind of this magic mushrooms trend. You can see some different trend flashes, which I imagine is probably something they've started to notice coming up. And then these trends are probably really well researched. And so you can go in and explore some of these trends in order to kind of see what is the most relevant thing that you can be uploading to their website. So again, my advice would be consistent and pay attention to the trends. If we go over and click on Catwalk, we can kind of see some of the highlights from the spring and summer for 2021. So you can kind of get a good idea of where they're getting some of their information for these trends. So it's not just coming out of nowhere. They are really everything really comes from Runway when it comes to trends. So that is pretty much the scoop on Patternbank. I hope that you are super successful on Patternbank and try to just stay consistent. So I also wanted to quickly let you know that if you go over to my website and click on classes, I have a free new mini course called Art Style Secrets. So if you're looking to develop your own art style, definitely check out this free course. It is 3 different lessons, and it is just an entryway into a larger program called Art Style Academy. So you can sign up by entering your name and email address here and just clicking on enroll, and you will get an email in your inbox with the link to all 3 lessons. So check out that. And also, I wanted to invite you to join our free Facebook group called The Design Tribe. Make sure to also follow me on Instagram. But if you're interested in joining the Facebook group, you will be able to interact with me on live video, and you will get live trainings. So head over to facebook.com/groups/Design Tribe. Lauren, Lesley. Lesley's with an EY there. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified every time I come out with a new video. Love you guys.